Hello friends, welcome. Now we'll be dealing with the topic Pauli's exclusion principle and Avbo principle. These two principles are very important in writing electronic configuration. Previously, while explaining NLX notation, that was a method used to write electronic configuration, and now after these and another principle, we will be learning how to write electronic configuration and how electrons are actually arranged in the orbitals. Previously, in previous lectures, we covered the topic called quantum numbers. Quantum numbers, how many quantum numbers are there? There are 4 quantum numbers. What are they? They are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum number. All the rules, almost this one and the other Hund's rule, will be depending on the arrangement of electrons and the quantum values. What are quantum values? N, that is principal quantum number, L, azimuthal quantum number, M, magnetic, S is spin. So now we will be discussing the Pauli's exclusion principle. Come on. No two electrons of an orbital, no two electrons of an orbital can have same set of all 4 quantum values. What? Yes. No two electrons of an orbital means 2 electrons belonging to the same orbital. What are orbitals? Orbitals means, you see, S is a subshell which has a single orbital. P is a subshell which has 3 orbitals. Right? Each and every box or each and every compartment where 2 electrons can be accommodated are called as orbitals. That is, compartments, every compartment which can hold 2 electrons is called orbital. These are orbitals. Then what is Pauli saying? Pauli's principle says no 2 electrons of an orbital means those 2 electrons must belong to the same orbital. What is same orbital? Orbitals, see this example. This is 4s. Potassium has an electronic configuration of 4s1. Calcium shows 2. So potassium has 4s1 as its electron configuration, and calcium has 4s2. What is the main implication of the rule? The principle says no 2 electrons of an orbital. Of an orbital, of a single orbital. Yes. This is a single orbital, that is 4s orbital. How are the quantum values of a single orbital? Are all 4 quantum values the same or not? No 2 electrons can have same set of quantum values. What is that? No 2 electrons means no 2 electrons in a single orbital can have same set of 4 quantum values, right? So for 4s1, what is N? This is NLX notation. NLX, N, L and X. Then what is N? N is 4. L, for s orbital, L is n minus 1, right? In quantum numbers, we learned that n equal to n minus 1. Then what is n for this? S orbital starts from first orbit. Then what is n? N is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. That is L value is 0. And what about M? M can take values from minus L to plus L including 0. Here L itself is 0. Then what about M? M is also 0. And what about spin? We said S can have only 2 values depending upon the orientation, that is either clockwise or anti-clockwise. The electron in potassium, the electron belonging to 4s1 of potassium, if it has clockwise spin, then its S value is plus half. The electron in calcium is having anti-clockwise spin, that is s equal to minus half. So this is a principle that no two electrons of an orbital can have same set of 4 quantum values. Here we can see 4s1 and 4s2 have two different sets of quantum values. Yes, it may be same till m, but what about s? This is the differentiating factor, right? Done. Now we will be going ahead with Aufbau principle. What is Aufbau principle? In the building up of an atom, the differentiating electron, what? Differentiating electron. In building up of an atom, the differentiating electron means what? You see, 4s1 is potassium and 4s2 is calcium. That one electron which entered into 4s differentiated potassium from calcium. That single electron which entered into 4s1 and made it 4s2, that means the atom is changed from potassium to calcium. That electron has differentiated potassium from calcium. So now come up with the definition. In the building of an atom, differentiating electron prefers to enter the lowest energy orbital. Why does it prefer the lowest energy orbital? It prefers the lowest energy orbital because we have learned that energy and stability are both inversely proportional. To be more stable, to be in a single position, to be more stable, it requires lower energy. So that is why how can you assess the energy of an orbital? Do we need to calculate it every time by using the formula energy equal to minus 313.6 n square by n square? Is that formula required every time? No. Then what should we do? N plus L value is the direct measure of energy. Orbital with lowest N plus L value is nothing but orbital having lowest energy. Orbital with lowest N plus L value is nothing but orbital having lowest energy. Now see, yes, it's okay that the electron will go into the orbitals having lowest N plus L value. Then what if two orbitals have same N plus L value? Is it possible? Yes. You can see here 3d, 4p, 5s. All these three orbitals have same N plus L value, that is 5. N is 3 and D's L value is 2. P's L value is 1. S has L value of 0. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 1 5. 5 plus 0 5. So these are three orbitals which have same energies, that is same N plus L value. Then what to do? Where should the electron enter? Where all have same energies, where should the electron enter? The electron now prefers to enter, if electron finds many orbitals having same energy levels, the electron energy levels means when electron finds many orbitals with the same N plus L value, it prefers to enter the orbital having lower N value. That is, the electron will first enter into 3d because N value is lower here. Do I need to say this? 3 is greater than 4, 4 is greater than 5? No? Okay. Let us be more practical. That is 3d orbital. The 3d orbital is orbital where electron will first enter, even if the energy levels are same. When energy levels are same, then electron will enter into the orbital having lower N value. How do we measure energies? Energies are given by Moeller diagram. Increasing order of energies is set up by Euler diagram. See, 1s has the least energy, so the electron will first enter this. After 1s, it will go to 2s. After 2s, 2p, then 3s. Okay, after 1s, 2s, 2p. So this is the path in which electrons are entering. After 2p, then 3. After 2s, 2p, 3s. Then where? Then 3p, 4s. Are you getting it? Yes. That is, electron will try to enter the differentiating electron will enter the lowest energy orbital. What is energy? How can energy be measured? Energy is nothing but n plus L value. If two orbitals have same n plus L value, the electron will prefer to enter into orbital having lower n value. This is the Euler diagram, and here we explain the example. Okay. Now I am ending up the session here. In next session we will be discussing Hund's rule.